this is Blue. Now let's gonna do our third round of whiteboard challenge. And I checked my video, posted on YouTube, and I found like I had a very strong accent. So today I will try to speak in a normal speed and in a normal accent. Just try to sound like a British, yeah, because that's very fashionable, right? So today we're gonna just pick a random topic from this online tool, which is called Designer Sites, and I'll just reload the challenge. And the topic says, I need to design a single detail view for a price comparison site and to help families. So let me put those three key elements there. Well, I is still wet. Okay, so design. Oh, damn. Where? Sorry. Design a detail view for price comparison site and to help families. Well, I don't know why that every time once we are given some whiteboard challenge, everything is so vague. So it says you need to design a detail view. I don't really care about it because that's a lot of thing that we need to care is the exact solution, but the solution only makes sense once the problem is valid. So first thing we need to do is to take a look at the problem. Problem is like there's a price comparison site and to help the families. So I wonder that what kind of price comparison site it is. Like what's the product that this site is offering, and is it a website or it's a phone application? You probably have some native store application available in App Store, and there's also something that we can consider as that. So I want to know that, and probably the interviewer will tell me that okay, it's a price comparison site for, let's say that for families, probably let's say it's for furniture. Okay, so it's for furniture, and it's a furniture store, and it offers some furniture online. Sorry, it's not like a furniture store because it's a comparison site. Sorry, it's like a I don't know, some like agency or some provider, and it provides the furniture that from different stores, and in this site the user can compare the furniture's price from different brand, from different store, and then they can just pick whatever they want and then get it delivered to their home, or they can just walk in the physical store. It depends, but to make it simple, I would prefer to just narrow it down to something like online delivery. Because if we say it's online delivery, and then it means the whole flow, the whole user flow is including the checkout and the delivery part. But if it's if it's not just the online delivery, and then we may just add some complexity. So it's like so it's like we also need to have options provided to the user, let them to pick whether they wants to check out the furniture online or check it out in a physical store. Anyway, so let's just make it simple. So it's so it's a website that provides furniture in multiple brands and deliver to customer. Okay, so that's the contextual information we really need to get. We cannot just design it for something that's too abstract. Okay, so it says to help families. I also wonder that why this is for family, because like I also want to ask whether once we say that to help families, it means the target customers are families, like these websites, the target audience for this website is for families, and also I wonder that what kind of family it is. Like it's a big families or it's just couples. Couples can also be family, just two persons. And also like I also want to know some details like where the family is located. In this website, I assume it's not global or it's global. I don't know. So we really need to get those information. Let's just make it simpler. Let's say that the interviewer say, okay, it's for United States. So it can ship in all countries. So target audience are some regular size family, like probably 3 to 5 people, and then middle class, and probably, and also I want to know their living condition. It's like they're living in a house or apartment, because it really relates to what kind of furniture they want to buy. So yeah, we really need to know the profile of the family just to gather more information. Let's say that the family are living in house mostly in a rural area, because in United States rural area is more common. Okay. So and also I think right now I probably wants to move on, and I want to ask some very critical question, that why we need to do that. This is very important, and why, I think there are two parts in the why. One is in terms of in the perspective of business, why we need to do that, why we need to design this detail screen, and I guess it's a redesign. I'm just guessing, so please answer me whether it's whether that's true, or it's like there's no detail screen. That's probably too weird. Okay, let's forget it. So there's already detail screen available, but we want to redesign it. Well, but in this case, I probably need to see the existing detail screen. Anyway, so okay, so let's do it in a weird way. So there's no detail view. There's no detail view. Okay, so right now there's, and then what's happened to that price comparison site? What's exactly in it? I want to know that. I want to know, yeah, and also why we need to redesign it, why we need to improve it. Like I think we, just as I said, we always need to do some estimation about whether the improvement can provide more business profit or business benefit, or I mean, it's probably that will have some long-term effect. So we really need to do those kind of estimation about the value and the effort. And after comparing the value and effort, and then we will also take a look at the user experience perspective, like what's triggered us to redesign it. It's like do we get some feedback, or what happened? And also if we have some specific data, for example, if we have some data that's saying the user is barely clicking the detail view, and the user is like, the retention rate is very low. So we really need to know those numbers, and then we can know the metrics, like how to value the design, really improve those numbers, those parameters, those metrics, and then we can say this design is successful or not. So so here, as we don't have anyone to talk to me, we have to assume y is like the conversion rate, okay? Conversion or convention? Conversion, yeah, sorry. Conversion rate. Rate. So it's like the user go detail and then check out. To the users who come to the site. This is low. Low is too abstract. I want to know what's the exact number. Let's say that the retention rate is 10%. So we want to increase it into like, for example, 20% or something. And by some kind of estimation, and we can say that if it's increased to 20%, and it's valuable to spend, for example, $1,000 to improve it. That's just an example. So we need to do those mathematics thing. Okay, so and then the problem is here the conversion rate is very low. And then just as I said, we cannot dive into the detail screen directly. We have to really focus on the question, the problem. I just see my dog. Yeah, she's laying down just right there. I really want you guys to see it after the Whiteboard challenge. Okay, let's just go back to the main topic here, the conversion rate. So the conversion rate is low, but we cannot say that it's caused by the poor design of detail view, right? It's probably caused by the poor design of the first view. So, you know, it's possible. So we really need to know that why the conversion rate is so low. So here we really need to do some kind of research about the, this is why design. This is like why the problem happens. So, and then we really need to know that why this problem happens. So I think we can do it in different ways. One way is we can just grab some target audience, like you know, the someone that, you know, in this family and has 3 people or 5 people family and middle class, blah blah blah. Someone that, you know, after screening, someone fit our target persona, and we can grab them and then let them to play around the furniture price comparison site. And then first thing we can do is the observation. So we can do it by observation. And during the observation that we can ask them to think about, like what they see and why they click here and what's in their mind. And then after they click, what they're feeling and what's the next step in their mind, just something like that. And also before that, I think sorry, I don't know, I think I just talk something nonsense. Anyway, just one way is observation, and another way is we can interview someone who has used this website. Okay, so the existing users, and we can just ask 2 groups of people, and so that we can compare them. So one group of people is someone who like to use this website and who uses it pretty often, and the conversion rate is very high. It's like every time they come to this site and they just click the checkout, click the detail screen and then check out. And another group is like they use this website before, but they don't want to, you know, spend too much time on it, and they probably just use it for once. So by comparing those 2 groups of people, and we can see that why this problem happens. So let's say that if by doing some kind of like quality and quantity research, and we tell that the reason is someone is let's see, what could be the possible reasons? Well, I hope really we have some interview, otherwise I have to make up something that, okay, let's just make up something randomly. So let's say that the problem is like they don't know, or so one reason is like probably the price is too high, and then once the customer sees the price, they don't have the courage, they don't have the willing to dive into detail screen. the price just make them feel like, okay, I'm done. I want to leave. Okay, this is not my world. I want to go back to my home and just pet my dog. And another reason could be like they didn't find the furniture they like. Okay, so not interested. And the third one could be like they cannot find the per search. They cannot find something that they want. So that's why that they don't need to dive into the detail screen because they cannot find the item. Okay, so let me just list those three things. Otherwise, we will spend too much time here. So as you can see, this is not just a problem of detail screen. The user doesn't come to detail screen because they cannot, or it's like they don't like, or it's something that they their need is not satisfied. So that's why they don't want to go to the next step. Okay, so here I just listed three possible reasons. I think in reality probably there will be a combination, or it's just a part of them. Makes sense. So let's say that in this case, all those three happen. Okay, so then the problem to me is like, how am I gonna move on my design? Well, I have to just somehow that make some priority, because we all know that the design probably cannot solve all the problems. So I think this is probably low priority for now. But if it's not just me, if we have a team, I would like to grab someone who has more vision in the business side, and also someone who has more knowledge about the development, so that we know which one is more doable and which one that is probably not that feasible, and also which probably cannot be solved. It's like if the price is too high, then we cannot lower the price because probably because some reason. So we have to gather them and then to measure that which one is of high priority and which one is of low priority. So I think those two, that's probably something that we can do by just having better fit or better list view, something that is doable. Okay, we cannot spend too much time here. We have to say that we already do some kind of like a group meeting, and we decided to solve those two problems. And for this one, that we can, if we can solve it, and that'd be great. But if we can't, that's also acceptable. Wow, this word is so hard to pronounce. Acceptable. So every time once I speak this word, I want to repeat. That sounds weird, but hopefully you can understand. Acceptable. Okay. Acceptable. Okay, let's continue. We already got the problem, and here we have to brainstorm the solution. Okay, every time before I brainstorm the solution, I think this not solution, it's ideas. Okay, so once we brainstorm the idea, I think one trick I like to use is like I usually create a very detailed journey map, and then I want to see that what's the opportunity in this journey map, and the opportunity just means the idea. So this journey map, I want to start from the user persona. Okay, so the user persona is like he is family, blah 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 blah, and also I want to know the exactly physical setting and where he is. Let's say that he is 30ish. Let's go this journey. Okay, Okay, so he is the 30th, 40th. Okay, he is already 40th. Yeah, that makes more sense. Otherwise, he probably get married in 18. Well, so he's 40ish, and he um he probably just moved, or he just wants to, let's say that, replace. I should put it under it. Okay, he's 40ish, and he is at home, and home is like a big house in a forest, and then he sorry, and he is willing to I think I missed something that I really want. Oh, sorry. I really wonder that what's the competitors, and if they don't come to the price comparison site, that how they buy the stuff. So I think that's also a very interesting topic. I forgot to mention it. This should be done that at the very beginning. Like once I gather those contextual information, I also want to know the competitors' information. Okay, so here he is at home. Let's say that there is no way to buy furniture. This is an extreme case. It's like there is no physical store around it, and then he wants to buy something that which is not that high price and not that low price. It's like in the middle ground, and also he hopes it of great quality. Yeah, he just wants to replace the furniture because he already saved some money. Okay, so he is at home, and then he wants to. This is something that in his mind. Replace the furniture, probably just a few pieces, maybe just some sofa is too old, and the closet is broken. Wow, that's a sad laugh. Wow. Okay, so and then he just Google. Okay, this is also important. We cannot just say he jumped into this price comparison site. How could he know it? Yeah, well, this is also something that I want to gather here. There are too many things I need to gather here. Yeah, so how people, come to the price comparison site, I really want to know it. It's like by friend's recommendation, or it's by Google, and then you probably need to have better SEO, even though it's not that highly related to our topic today. But I think it's important in the whole journey because it's somehow like defines the starting point of this journey. So let's say that he Google it, and this is the majority of the users' behavior, and they just Google it and get into this price comparison site, and then they hope to find, this is their goal, hope to find what he wants. But right now, he's probably just have some very blurry, things in their mind. He probably doesn't have a very specific idea about what he wants to buy, the model or the color. He probably doesn't have that much idea. So those are just assumptions I want to emphasize. Whatever I'm saying is an assumption. We really need to do a lot of things about those target audience, and also when they come to this site, what's already in their mind and what's their goal. Otherwise, how can we satisfy them? I think no matter we are designing a detailed screen or we are designing a comparison site, the main goal is to satisfy the customer. Okay, so hope to find the items, but he probably doesn't have too much ideas. And then he just view the home screen. And he probably right now, because we said that they're not interested in whatever shown to them, and there's poor search. So probably he doesn't know where to search and doesn't know how to search, and he is not that interested in those furniture shown to him, and he probably feels like, well, wow, this site, well, different taste, wow, out. Yeah, so I won't put too much thing, so I'll just use a face. And then the conversion rate is low, okay? So he probably just leave the website. And yeah, another path is like they just click one item and then they just see something, but they're still not that interested because you know, they probably just pick the best from the given list, you know, not the best in their mind. So it's like not that good. Bye. Okay. So I think let's just try to brainstorm. Yeah, I think one thing that we can do is so you know, one of the opportunity is here, okay? So this is how they get into this website. You know, if the user is just Google it and then they only know that's a price comparison site, and to us, you know, to us as a machine, as a site, we only know that they are human clicking me, and we don't know any other details about them. So then we don't know what to provide to them. You know, I'm just trying to think in machine's shoes. You know, so probably we can think other ways to let them to know that this price comparison site is gonna provide the service you need. Oh, is my dog? Okay. So one. Okay, I'll just put whatever I came to my mind. Okay. So one idea is like maybe that Google is not the best way. It's like we can create some offline or online club or online group, or it's like you know, I think there are a lot of like applications has those kind of features. For example, Instagram, they can check the things you liked, and then they can just figure out your taste, and then they can provide some advertisement to you. So you know, so one way for the interest is like we can have some Instagram advertisements, okay? And once we do it, it's like we already got the interest from the end customer. We already know that what they like, and we know, and also we probably also know their age because it's Instagram, it's Facebook. They know everything about customer. Oh my gosh! I hope it's not an interview for Facebook. I like Facebook. I like it so much, but I barely use it. Oh well. Yeah, because it's too powerful. Okay. Stupid joke. Okay, so one way is like yeah, one idea is like we can probably figure out some opportunity here. So the main idea is to gather the user's interest. Gather the user's interest. So and also we can find a lot of opportunities here. Once the user jump into the home screen, we can let them to pick, right? So it's like under home screen. We can give them some choice and then figure out their interest, and then we can provide the relevant feeds. This is very typical solution for most websites. And also another way is like we can just you know, we can also do it in another way. It's like on home screen, we will only show the most popular stuff. And if the user stay there and not clicking and scroll down, and then it probably indicates that's not something that they're interested in. and then at that moment we can pop up something that, you know, something like something new, or we can figure out a way to gather their interest. Sorry, the dog is running on the floor, and that's a crazy night. Are you okay? This is a very similar idea to this. This is more like more details for idea B. So all in all, it's like we need to collect, or we need to, or it's like we need to predict the user's preference. Okay. So yeah, it's already 30 minutes. I have to be very quick. So let's go to the detail screen. Finally, we go to the detail screen. Let's say that, okay, what's next? And as the price is too high to them, so even though it's a little bit evil to, oh well, I don't know, it's just something that I'm thinking that whether it's proper to not show the price on the whole screen. It's like we just showed some nice picture. It's almost like the, you know, the Instagram picture is like you see some picture that you're really interested in, and then you just click it, and then you see the price. But at the same time, you probably also see some other details which can convince you, even though it's so expensive, but it's worth. Yeah, you pay the money and you get what you want. So I don't know whether it's too evil to do that, but it's just something that came to my mind. We can think about it. But I feel like right now I'm just a little bit too fast because yeah, we have spent too much time here. Anyway, so I think let's say that how we gonna pick those ideas. Still, we need to do a lot of like a matrix calculation. We need to compare. Now we have to do a idea comparison side. We have to compare that which one is more doable. I think this one is very typical right now. So here we just gather some interest from the user, and then the user will see. Let's say that we already have some very mature frame to do it. Okay, so that's why we pick it, and then we go to the design. It's the first time I draw a real layout. I have been doing so many Whiteboard challenges, but I will never jump into this step. I'm so excited. So here you will see some like at this screen. Actually, I don't want to say something that pick the style you like. So they pick, and then the button is enlightened, and then they can click it, and then they will see a feed. We don't want to spend too much time. We don't want to spend too many steps here because we know that the user wants to see the exact furniture. And then we can have some very cool layout. What I say very cool layout is not like we will do something for young generation, because we already know that we are targeting the family guy. So we have to do some little bit, you know, visual preference research towards those kind of people. And like, I guess, I'm just guessing, okay, we have to do the research. I guess that probably they prefer something that's more reliable. And but we can always, you know, add something that's more accessible. So regarding to furniture, one idea is like here, once the user hover on it, and then it will automatically play the video, and this video is a very subtle video. It probably just shows the furniture in different angle. Okay, it's like you hover on it, and then there's the 360-degree camera just shooting the furniture. So that could be one way. And another is like, and also before they hover on it, we don't really need to show too much information. We can just use the picture to draw the attention. And once they hover on it, we can probably show the price, or just to be evil, we don't show it. Oh, that's too evil. No, we have to show it. And probably some extra details like the material and the brand. Personally, I'm not sure whether brand makes sense or whether brand is something that people really care in that age. So we really need to do some research. So the research is about what information will make them to decide they want to buy a furniture, like the brand, material, reviews, and or it's like the price, of course, or it's something like the side, or I don't know. So we have to do some research, okay? And here is the feed, and this is not a website resolution, but you get the idea. It says more, yeah. I'll just make it more like website. Yeah, and also we also mentioned that there's per search, so we probably need to put some search bar in a prominent place, and also some detailed interaction could be like if the user click the search bar, and then we can give some popular topics, some popular categories, and then yeah, and also this is also should be done at by, oh sorry, I think I missed the one part, is like the category of the furniture, because furniture is such a large topic. It's not like just a decoration, because for decoration we could probably just put the frame, whatever, the little sculpture there, but the furniture is a large topic. And also in the user journey map, we already know that the user only wants to replace a few. They don't want to replace the whole the whole house, right? So because it's only a few, they probably already know that what furniture they're gonna replace. So selecting the category is really important. Yeah, and yeah. So this is more for the style, and then they can just pick the category from the it could be a sidebar, or it could be like some blocks there. It's like this. So here, you first go here, and then you go here. Here you see sofa, here you see chair, and here you see table or something like that. And also very prominent search. You can search all the time, and that's also important. Okay, I think we have to go to the detail screen, otherwise we don't have time. So you go to the detail screen, and then how we can make sure that the user really interested in this item, because that's something that bother them to buy the stuff. If the user already goes into this detail screen, it probably means they have some kind of interested towards this item, okay? So we just want them to be more interested. So one way is like, as I said, we can have some interaction, interactive tool or interactive stuff available here, and then the user can move the furniture and then see different angle, and then they can probably also zoom in, zoom out to view the details of the furniture. And another way to convince the user is reviews. I think reviews is highly used in nowadays. So we should make it in a very prominent place too. And also and here we can give the detailed information, like the price and the material, blah blah blah. And here we can just show the reviews. And also we can put the reviews with photos at the top, so that the user will see how it looks in other one's home. That's very convincing. So it will persuade the user a lot, as far as I know. So, but of course we definitely should test whether the solution, make the conversion rate higher. So we really need to know that. And also, another thing that I can see is like, it's like here, we can also have some kind of like a video promotion. We don't really need to. We don't really. We shouldn't. Like, we can provide more information to the user so that they have a better idea that what they are looking at, and then I think that's a good way for convincing them. And also, of course, we need to adjust the light to make it brighter, because usually in the visual perspective, people prefer the things in brighter color. I mean, not the furniture in bright color, but it's like the condition, the environment is in brighter color. So under sunlight, and you see everything in a crystal clear resolution, and also you see that things in in the sun, and you see everything is so bright. You just feels like it just makes you feel good. It gives you a good mood, and a good mood definitely will persuade someone to pay, to put out, to take out the cash from their wallet. Oh, that's evil again. Okay, I think today the Whiteboard challenge takes too much time, and I'm not sure how I do today, and I'm not sure that whether I'm explaining everything clear. If you already watch my video for so long time, I'll be really happy that you can leave me some reviews, and it's fine to give me some negative reviews because I don't care. Okay, sorry, it's just a joke. No matter it's negative or positive, I'm glad to receive all kinds of reviews. And if you like it, just click the like. If you dislike it, click the dislike. It's okay. It's good. It depends on you. Okay, bye bye.